Sit rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So now we'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. Today we are doing our top 5 least anticipated movies of 2024. Because everyone does their most anticipated, and we have as well. One of ours is already out. The other one's coming out a day or two after this video. So subscribe, stay tuned for that. He'll tell you how our top 5s work, and then we'll get into it.
He's going to start with his 5 and 4. I'll give my 5 and 4, 3-2, 3-2. Then we trade off number 1s. We also have something called the Zemeckis rule, which just means if we both have the same movie on our list, but one person has it 2 spots or higher, then we only talk about it once.
Number 5 for me is going to be Luff. It's a Netflix Kevin Hart movie. Netflix barely makes good movies. Kevin Hart also barely makes good movies. This one doesn't have The Rock in it, so it probably won't be a good movie. And based on the trailer, based. God damn.
Bobby, if you go see that new Kevin Hart movie...
I got a dip in my mouth. What a disgusting habit. It just seems like a Fast and Furious script that they never used. And they were like, who can we put in this? Let's throw Kevin Hart in this. So.
No. Hard pass.
Next. It's not one movie. It's not 2 movies. It's multiple movies. Superhero movies.
That's my number 5.
So it's all of them?
I put the I know that you'll disagree with this. I had 2 exceptions.
Me too.
Oh, okay. What are your 2 exceptions?
Obviously Spider-Man.
That
shit's going to be fire.
You mean...
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, if it comes out next year.
If it comes out. It's still on Rotten Tomatoes TBD.
Yeah, so that was one of mine. Was the next Spider-Verse movie, if it even ends up coming out in 2024. What's your other exception?
Joker.
Oh, mine too. Yeah, out of pure intrigue. Like, yeah.
But yeah, superhero movies, they're tired, they're overplayed, they're formulaic. I can't talk today. And even people who love superhero movies are tired of watching superhero movies.
Yeah, they've been missing lately.
Marvel has been sucking its own dick. DC, they don't know what their first name is, their last name. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're like an Alzheimer's patient. They're just existing. God damn! And everybody else is like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't make any Hellboy movies or Spawn movies or Kick-Ass movies. Maybe we should just stop. And they stopped. And they started making different movies, better movies like Barbie and Oppenheimer. So hopefully we can get more movies like that. And it won't be crowded with superhero nonsense. Like, who the fuck wants to go see Kraven the Hunter?
Not me. And see, that's the thing. Like, the first 10-year run of the MCU, it was good for the most part. It had some misses, right? And they introduced a lot of characters that non-comic book people knew about, but it worked because they were making mostly good movies. And they, like, everything worked out. It planned well and all that stuff. But now, they're not making good movies. And so trying to get people interested in characters they'd never heard of when you're not making good movies is going to be a lot tougher.
And so they're repeating fucking characters. This Spy Captain America movie is so different from Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy? Star Wars. Spaceballs. It's a space adventure.
Yeah.
It's not a comic book movie. Because Spaceballs and Star Wars and Serenity and all these other things are just like that, but they're not comic book related.
Yeah.
So it has a different feel, different presentation to it than a Captain America, than a Thor. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they picked characters from comic books that you could make a different movie. You can make a superhero movie that also happens to be blank.
Yeah. And
they're not doing that. Like Shang-Chi, I fucked with that because that was a big martial arts movie, basically.
Yeah.
But Eternals, get the shit out of here.
Yeah. Quantum Mania.
We got one in common so far. Anything else?
Yeah. My number 5 was every comic book movie except the next Spider-Verse movie if it gets released, and Joker 2. My number 4 is Despicable Me 4. Because I'm really tired of that franchise, and I actually really enjoyed the first movie. And the first movie was good because it had all of these movies do have a fair amount of heart to them, so I'm not dissing that aspect of them. But let's be honest, the only thing that anyone cares about in the Despicable Me franchise anymore is those goddamn minions. And I'm tired of them. I think that I'm very done with that. I'm tired of anytime I'm looking for a funny... do you say GIF or GIF?
GIF.
Yeah, me too. So anytime I'm looking for like a funny GIF to put in my like work group chat or something like that, no matter what I type in, there's always some stupid minion GIF that pops up somewhere in the search results. And I hate it. And so I'm not looking forward to that movie. And the only reason that I would ever be interested in another Despicable Me movie is if they were like no minions. But they're not going to do that because then the movie's not going to make any money. So that's my number 4.
Yeah, I fucking hate Minions too.
Yeah.
Not make my list though. But what did make my list was my number 3, and it's Mufasa.
That's my number 3.
Live action. Why do we need another prequel? I don't understand this. I don't like it. I'm not going to go see it. I didn't see the other live action Lion King. So, again, I don't know who the hell asked for this, but when it comes to me...
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't. I don't care.
Yeah. As is well documented on this channel, I really hate live action talking animal movies. This is not live action. The entire thing is computer generated. So let's just call it animated. Like if you want to call it realistic animation, whatever the heck you want to call it, that's fine. But it's not live action. And since they are made to look real and they are talking, then this movie has realistic talking animals in it, which makes me hate it. It's also completely pointless. I agree with everything you said. I don't know who the heck asked for this. And the first one is essentially a complete recreation of the original with a couple new things. I think there's 2 new songs in it. They put a couple different spins on things. But it completely sucked everything that was good about the first one out, because part of what makes The Lion King so great is all the pops of color and like the vibrant world that they're in. And so it makes it feel darker when Scar takes over and pretty much all the color's gone. And like the visuals of that movie play such a huge factor into why it's so good and why it is like in most people's opinion the first or second best Disney movie of all time. And the live action version just sucked all of that goodness out, in my opinion, and I don't care for it. And so I definitely don't want another one.
Very hard video game too. Played it on the Sega.
Oh yeah, incredibly difficult Sega Genesis game. Yeah.
Do you think... Go ahead.
But it's still fun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you think if Mufasa would have came out first and Childish Gambino was Mufasa, like, do you think that would have made the same impact, or would have been liked a little bit better than they went straight for Lion King?
I don't know. So part of the reason that the Lion King, the live action Lion King, was so successful and why it had so much buzz behind it was the all black cast,
You can still do that,
and I'm down with that completely. It is a movie that is set in Africa. It makes perfect sense. Like, I'm totally down with that. I would have rather them dubbed over the original Lion King and re-released it with an all-black cast. Like, that would have been way better to me. I mean, I don't think either of them were necessary.
Yeah.
But, like, it would have been better than what was made.
I think if they would have switched them, this one would have done better.
So that being said, I think that if they had done Mufasa first, it still probably would have generated the same interest because of that element of it. But
I don't think it would have been as controversial about why are they remaking The Lion King. Because, like, for me, if it's a straight remake, I won't go see it. If it's a telling...
A new take, yeah.
Like Cruella, I love Cruella.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Because it's new, it's fresh, it leads into blank. But my number 2 also has a lot of music in it. Mufasa, I'm assuming, is going to have musical numbers because Lion King.
It's a Lion King movie, yeah.
Mine actually has musical in the title, and it's Mean Girls, the musical.
Oh.
Not just like The Lion King, but it's like I have something good already. Why do you need to redo it with the same people, with the same, like, you're just changing one, it probably won't be as well acted because I've never heard of none of these actresses outside of the people that are coming back. Secondly, you're just adding music to it.
Yeah. I don't know if I have never watched a taping of the Broadway version. I don't know if the story's different in any way, shape, or form, but I looked at that and I thought about it because I really also feel very similarly to you about remakes.
I love Mean Girls. It's such a good fucking movie.
And so I thought about putting it on my list, but I also really like musicals, so I wouldn't say I'm anticipating it, but I didn't want to put it on my list.
The thing about Mean Girls is, the reason why I think it's so culturally loved by, like, our generation and shit, is because the stylistic choices in a teen movie are usually not there.
Yeah.
So for this to be the 2000s Ferris Bueller-esque, like with the noises and like she's the king of the jungle, lioness, and it like makes the growl or the roar, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It adds so much to the movie.
Yeah.
It makes it feel unique and different. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can translate that super well to a musical. Also, this movie was made for the 2000s. Like, is there going to be a burn book? Or is it going to be a group chat? Like, are they updating it?
I don't know. It could take place in the 2000s.
I don't know. It could. It could be a period piece.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It could be a movie that I'm not going to watch, and that's what it's going to be, a movie that I'm not going to watch.
Yeah.
They suckered me into that Evan Hansen shit a couple years ago, and it ain't happening again.
Yeah, I feel like this will be very different, but I feel you. So we had 2 in common.
We did have 2 in common.
This is where it's going to stop, because my 1 and 2 could easily... I don't know if they'd make your top 5 most anticipated. If you made a top 10 most anticipated list, one of them is probably on there at least.
I already have.
But my number 2 least anticipated movie is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
It's not on my top 10.
Because monkeys are stupid, and I don't like talking animals, and I don't like that franchise, and it's been done for a while, and I can concede that the general critic consensus of the first 3 of the movies in this specific part of this franchise are very good for the most part, but I hate it and I wish it was done. I don't want to see more monkeys.
I agree with you 70%.
Yeah.
I think you told a fresh, new, unique take that led into these movies we know and love.
Yeah.
These classics. And you cut all the weird shit out. Like the cult.
Yeah.
And number 2 that worships the fucking nuclear missile because it's 70s and it's relevant at that time, but it doesn't translate past 3 years from then. I think they nailed it up until the last movie. The last movie was extremely underwhelming, but they put a good cap on it.
Yeah.
And I feel like Fox, they're like, these Marvel movies ain't doing it, so Disney's like, make that shit anyways. It's gonna make money. I'm going to go watch it. I'm not looking forward to it. But honestly, it's a franchise that, again, come up with something new.
Yeah.
What about the apes in Bolivia? Why is it always Caesar and this certain group of apes? Why can't we get some British apes sipping tea or something?
Why do we need apes at all? Just make movies without apes.
Nah. You could do that too.
What else?
Plot twist is one of my exceptions for the superhero movies. Because this movie, I don't want this movie to come out. I'm so tired of hearing about this cocksucker in makeup that it had to get its own special spot as my number 1, which is going to be the Joker 2, whatever the subtitle is. I am so fucking tired of hearing about the same 5 or 6 fucking movies that people who don't watch movies, who've seen 13 movies, are like, oh, I've seen 13 movies and this is a good one. Oh, this is a good performance. You like movies. You've seen this. I'm tired of these fucking Mama Lukes coming to me and telling me about the same 3 motherfucking movies.
What are the other 2?
Fucking Wolf of Wall Street and fucking, this year's been Oppenheimer. And you know what? Logan Paul, he was kind of right. You know, I could have fell asleep during Oppenheimer too. That shit was kind of boring. If it wasn't for good filmmaking, I wouldn't have been paying attention. But I'm tired of hearing about this motherfucker. Goddamn nematodes telling me this is such a good fucking movie when you've never seen the movies it was fucking ripped off of, and it's only a good movie because it has a good performance, and you're too artistically stupid to tell the fucking difference from a good performance in a shitty mid-ass movie. Does his performance prepare the movie? A little bit. It does.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
But it doesn't make it a great fucking movie. And I don't want to see, when this trailer comes out, all these fucking people I know, Snapchat text message, hey, you see the Joker trailer? No, fuck the Joker. Fuck your trailer. Bing bong, fuck your life. I'm so fucking tired of it. This is how I felt during Halloween. Every time I'd drive for a lot for work. Every time I see a little fucking Jack Skeleton in a window or a blow up, it just fucking infuriated me. I had to take my medicine today. I just wanted to get out and stab him. Little Jack Skeleton, little flate ups. Fuck the Joker. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about him singing about Batman smells. That's the only time I want to hear the Joker sing, if he's talking about Batman smells or Robin laid an egg. I don't give a fuck. Oh, did you know fucking Lady Gaga's in this movie? I didn't know she acts. Motherfucker, she's been in like 6 goddamn movies this year. Go fuck yourself. I don't want to see this fucking... I don't want to do this. Oh, cancel this, Warner Brothers, and give me the Batgirl movie so I can see Michael Keaton as Batman again. That's what the fuck I want.
I would prefer that.
Let me get not skinny, kind of skinny Brendan Fraser as Firefly. That's what the fuck I want.
That'd be dope. I respect it. Yeah, I don't know if I would say I'm excited about that movie, but I just enjoy the spectacle. And now I can't wait for the trailer to come out so I can be the first one to text you and be like, did you see the Joker trailer?
You texting me is a joke in and of itself.
I texted you back about why Miles Morales wasn't on my superhero list.
You did.
You caught me right before I went to sleep. My number one is, again, a great showing of me sticking to my convictions and personal taste that monkeys in movies should never be a thing. I freaking hate monkeys. And so my number one is Godzilla vs. Kong. Because monkeys are stupid.
That's not even the title.
That's what it was on there. You know what I'm fucking talking about.
And why did you think that was on my top 10 anticipated of the year?
I don't know. I think it's just because we got in this like... Well, I didn't think that one was going to be. I thought that Planet of the Apes movie could have potentially been, because I know you really like those movies.
We can rewind this.
I said maybe
sure.
both of them,
Okay,
but probably at least one. And the one that I thought would have been on there would have been the Planet of the Apes.
I don't think there's a monkey in any of these movies.
Good. You're growing as a person, and I appreciate that.
You are cursed.
Monkeys are dumb. King Kong is the worst one out of all of them. There is absolutely no universe in existence where King Kong should ever realistically be able to even challenge Godzilla. He literally has atomic breath. King Kong is just big, strong monkey.
Yeah, King Kong brushes his teeth. That's what this tells me.
So, no, I'm pretty sure his breath is pretty bad. There's probably jokes about that in the movies. Anyways.
They team up. They're not even fighting this time.
I don't care. Godzilla doesn't even need King Kong on his team. This is like Krillin being in a fight with Goku. He doesn't need him. He's just in the way. Move, you dumb monkey. And then, honestly, part of the reason this makes me so heated is because probably like 2 years ago, we got in a debate on a video about this, and you tried to tell me that King Kong won in the last movie that they were in, but you said that because you knew I hadn't seen it, but little did you know that I had a feeling that was coming, so I read the entire plot of the movie before that video, and he doesn't fucking win.
He does.
He does not.
He laid the monkey smackdown on Godzilla's candy ass.
Not even close.
Bro, he hit him with a fucking Thor's hammer.
Not even...
He went to...
I mean, he did hit him.
He went to Rick Moranis. He said, hey, put this in there, dog, but don't shrink it, make it big. And he did, and he fucking pimp smacked him with it.
Yeah, he hit him.
He gave him a forehand and a backhand.
Yeah. King Kong was trash.
It's debatable.
Also, I really loved Godzilla when I was growing up, and I thought he was pretty cool. And I even caught some of like the old Godzilla films on the Sci-Fi Channel, and even though they are poorly made, they're still creative, and they did what they could with what they had. And I think even at a young age, I really appreciated that. But it's just like, who is interested in either of these motherfuckers anymore? Like,
well, they made that one gritty one. It's coming out this year.
I know,
People are
but
fucking.
it's honestly what I like the least about this movie is that like,
it's American.
So the superhero stuff, like, it's annoying, right?
Yeah.
And we're tired of it, and it's just because we've gotten too much of it. But it is still just like Hollywood showing their unoriginality. Like, bro, these motherfuckers have been around forever. Let it go. Make something new. Like, make the next Godzilla or King Kong. Like, I still am not going to like monkeys. And you couldn't make anything that's even like King Kong without it being compared to King Kong instantly. But, like, just come up with something new. Make a giant fucking giraffe that does some shit or something. I don't know. Just, like, anything that is more original than the same thing over and over again. And so, as much as I love Godzilla, I'm kind of tired of him being in movies too. I really freaking hate King Kong. And more than anything, I hate that we can't get big blockbuster movies that are like original. It's like, I love small independent films because they're always that. They're always original. But it's like, I like that stuff in my blockbusters too, you know? Like, that's why Barbie was so much fun. It was great. Never seen anything like that before. It was wonderful. I appreciated it. And it's proof that it works. And yes, that was something that existed on a previous property, but we've never seen it on screen like that. So
what he's saying is, Dwayne Johnson's Rampage movie was
I'm tired of seeing The Rock in movies.
Than any Godzilla movie. That's what you're saying. Because it's original.
I had a lot of fun with Rampage. I was mildly annoyed with some things because I also played that game on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and it's totally fucking different.
I know, and I was just mostly upset that they just made the lizard a big fucking crocodile and didn't make him bipedal and like actually be able to do cool shit, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Sun Topicals, giant giraffe killer movie coming soon. You heard it from Nathaniel himself.
Yeah. I mean, I will say the monkey making sign language sex jokes to Dwayne Johnson in Rampage was better than anything I've ever seen King Kong do on screen. So
I don't know. I'm pretty sure King Kong flipped somebody off in that movie.
How does he even know what that is?
Because the other King Kong Skull Island, he's in a movie with Sam Jackson. He probably learned a bunch of things with Sam Jackson.
Like Rampage, it makes sense.
Well, listen.
He hasn't been on an island completely isolated with like minimal human interaction.
Yeah,
like,
but Sam Jackson, he does all kinds of stuff. Listen. I don't know what your giant giraffe movie's going to be called, but the subtitle should be
Get Necked.
This fucking guy knows me too well. This is fun. That's not friendship. I don't know what is. Just on the friendship alone, drop a like. Comment down below how we're, what's that shit? Starts with a P. Premanistic? No. Pretentious.
Oh.
And
Premonist?
I don't fucking know. That's not even a word, is it?
Sounded like you were trying to say premonition, which is like predicting
pessimistic. That's what I was thinking of.
Well, we're gonna do our most anticipated movies too.
Yeah. One's already out. Like I said in the beginning, drop a comment. What's your least anticipated movie of the year? One that was close, Imaginary, about the imaginary friend coming back and killing people.
Oh,
yeah, that shit looks dumb as fuck. But I didn't write it down. So, Kevin Hart, he could have got a pass, but he did not. But let us know in the comment section your least anticipated movie of the year coming up. And scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video.
And then what?
Subscribe.